Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my top 10 meme coins that I think you should be looking at right now. These are meme coins that I either own or am actively looking into investing in currently. Also, make sure you do stick around to the end as I noticed some alpha midstream. So yeah, while I was recording this, something popped off and I went into a narrative that I didn't think I was initially going to go into. These are market caps under $500,000, so super degenerate. So stick around if you want that alpha. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Also join my Discord, 100% free to join. You'll get alpha like this just a little bit quicker. There are 260 legends in there at the moment, and I'm going to cut it at around 300, 350. So if you want to join that, not much time left to do so. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Alrighty, so these are in no particular order, but first up, SBR, Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know I'm big on this coin. I've been adding here aggressively under the $14 million mark. We are up 2.5x, so pretty decent profit so far on Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, but I think this one is going much higher. Now, these purple boxes are my accumulation zones and points that I think you should enter at. Now, what I mean by that is if we retrace to 20 million, enter. If we retrace to 11 million, anything under that, not looking too great. But this top zone here, it's more for a breakout, a retest, add in this zone before going higher. So yeah, if you're not in this one, you could look at entering now, but I'd probably wait for a little bit of a retest as we are at the high end of our range. Either way, Strategic Bitcoin Reserve makes a huge amount of sense. Trump is getting into office. The bet is that he is going to mention making a Strategic Bitcoin Reserve like he has done in the past. Now, this could be through the consolidation of all the crypto that the US government currently holds. It could just be moving that into a reserve. That is still an enormous amount of money when you think about it. According to Google, the US government currently owns 207,000 Bitcoin. Considering there are only 21 million Bitcoin, so that is about 1% of all the Bitcoin that will ever be in existence. And because a lot of them have been sold, lost, or in wallets of people who have died or have no plans to ever sell their Bitcoin. And the bet on SBR is that Trump will just mention making a Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Also, when the United States do this, a lot of other countries are likely going to follow suit. So yeah, Strategic Bitcoin Reserve for me makes a lot of sense. Now, next one. Book of Ethereum. This is my number one meme hold. If I could only hold one meme coin, it would be this one. Now, I love Book of Ethereum for multiple reasons. One of the main ones, if you know the channel, is FBB4. So if you're not familiar with FBB4, so if you look 1 month and 18 days ago, you can see on this day, and this was over a 15-minute period of time, FBB4 spent 178,000 US dollars, then 87,000, 88,000, 89,000, 88,000, 35,000. He bought about $500,000 worth of Pepe coin in 15 minutes. Now, look at the ETH. 160 Ethereum. Insane. $500,000 or 260 Ethereum at one coin in the space of 15 minutes. Crazy. So that is FBB4. And as you can see in Pepe coin, he buys, he doesn't sell. As you can see in Based AI, he buys, he doesn't sell. And as you can see in Kekistan, he buys, he does not sell. If you're not following the wallet, make sure you do. I've got it linked in my Discord. We actually get notifications whenever FBB4 buys or sells a coin. So yeah. Join the Discord, sweet place to be. Back to Book of Ethereum. So Book of Ethereum, it is one, FBB4 being a massive Chad who throws money around like he is a drunk crypto degenerate on a mission to pump everyone's bags into absolute Valhalla. Two, it's also this kind of OG frog lore, almost kind of tied into the Pepe coin, as well as Book of Ethereum being a cult-like following. Now, one of Murad's theses is that you want to find meme coins that have a cult-like following. Book of Ethereum is literally a cult. It is a cult for the crypto degenerates. You can have a read down here. All of the visions that they've done, all the links, they do lots of giveaways. FBB4 has backed them. FBB4 paid himself to get them listed on Mexi. So they are listed on Mexi, which is huge. So yeah. Anyway, Book of Ethereum, won't go too much more into it. Cover this one lots. Absolutely love it. If you can get an entry under 30 million, absolute steal. Key levels to look out for are 30 million, as well as targeting a breakout on this diagonal resistance. I think at the very least, without it being financial advice, this one is going to 140 million. And if we're going ultra bull case, then targeting between a 24x, which would be at a market cap of around 600 million, and at around 1.5 billion, which would be about a 60x from here. Now, this is a coin that I think could potentially go higher depending on how crazy the cycle gets. But yeah, anyway, this is a coin that I think has an enormous amount of upside. It's one that I'm actively buying now and one that I talk about very regularly in my videos. So Book of Ethereum, very, very bullish on it. While we're on it, Kekistan, we are at a great entry right now. So we're sitting at 4.6 million. We kind of broke just below important levels. We are still at an important level between 4.3 and 4.6 is fairly key. So I do want to see us kind of break back and then at least retest and continue on up. But these levels make a huge amount of sense to enter. Once again, main narrative here is FBB4, but Kekistan is this fictional place. It was absolutely huge on 4chan back in the day, and Kekistan is a pretty cool concept. Go on their website, watch a couple of videos, Google Kekistan. At the very least, it's a pretty decent read. Also, I just realized I haven't been giving out the contract addresses, so I'm going to quickly do that now. This is Book of Ethereum, the one that we are talking about. Contract address is OX289, ends in 40A6. That is Book of Ethereum. We have also mentioned SBR. So SBR OXD62 ends in 8E02. That is Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. And Kekistan, which we just covered, is OX4AD, ends in 78CO. Alrighty, and quickly next up on the list, we're just going to have a look at Turbo. So like the level you're getting on Turbo at the moment. So this is the blue chip meme, a lot lower risk, lower upside. But yeah, this is one that you could carry through the bull run. I do think that Turbo is going to continue to perform really well. And there's a lot of big influencers that are bullish on Turbo. Also, a few people in my Discord are pretty bullish on Turbo. So shout out to you guys. Bullish coin. Alrighty. Next up on the list, US degen index 6900. Now, if you follow my channel, I'm super bullish on this one. Hasn't taken off yet, but I think there is a good chance that it is going to take off soon. Contract address OX690, so it even has a 69 in there. So DXY, fairly clear range for me. Time to be buying this coin is in between 550,000 and 1.6 million. We are at the lower end of that range with a clear midpoint being around that $1.1 million mark. So anything under 1.1 million is a good entry. Looking on their Twitter, you can see that they've got 1,200 followers. Their main Twitter got flagged the other day, so this was their backup Twitter. And within a week, their backup Twitter got over 1,200 followers. So that is hugely bullish for a coin that's got under a 700,000 market cap. US degen index 6,900, really cool content. They've even got an NFT lineup, which I've mentioned multiple times before. But this content isn't just copy and paste like a lot of other meme coins. They've actually gone to decent amounts of effort, as well as their Telegram is quite active and they raid lots of content. Now, DXY is definitely the highest upside on this list, and that is because it has a market cap of under 1 million. Their lofty goal is to flip $1 billion, which is over 1,000x from here. So their token price at a market cap of 1 billion will be worth $1. So I like that their concept is to flip the dollar, and a lot of their content is off that monetary debasement, fiat is going to zero kind of narrative. That narrative is pretty appealing if you're in crypto, and it is one of the main reasons that I got into Bitcoin, because fiat is going to zero versus Bitcoin. And it also appeals to the degen-inness, and a lot of people in crypto have a little bit of a soft spot for the degenerate in all of us. Now, this is that little part of you that wants to ape that 50k market cap shitter. It is that little part of you that wants to go and do degenerate things on the Solana blockchain. But I know that I personally don't trade on Sol, as it is an absolute rug factory out there. So I like to trade on Ethereum. Even got a couple of coins on base that I'm looking at. I won't mention those as they are pretty damn low cap, but I have actually followed them on Twitter. So if you want to do some research, look at my Twitter follows and have a look through. There's not too many people that I follow, and there's a couple of base accounts on there. So that is some pretty good alpha if you want to do that. But yeah, DXY is a beta play to SBX 6900. So SBX 6900 currently has a market cap of 1 bill. Now, 1 billion a long time ago was seen as an absolute pipe dream. Murad acquired a few percent of this, and it's something that he's going to be pushing all cycle. Now, back down here, when it looked like nothing was happening, this was when it was in the low millions. Back then, it might have seemed absolutely crazy that this coin could go up a 27,000%. This is crypto and anything can happen. So I never think that DXY is going to flip SPX. However, it doesn't need to. If SPX continues to be one of the hottest performers in this market, which I think it will, DXY only needs to capture a couple of percent of that. Now, a valuation of $1 billion is over a 1000x from here. That just goes to show just how early you are on DXY. And the best part about it is no one else is really that much earlier than you. Are you sick of finding meme coins that have already gone up 50, 100x? Even if they've got low market caps, if you look at the floors, I bet the vast majority of them have floors around that 5k mark. Are you tired of that? If so, look for a coin that makes sense. Look for a narrative that makes sense. And I think this one has a great chance to be the leading beta play behind SPX 6900. All right, now that took a little bit longer than I thought, so I'm going to rip through these next ones pretty quickly. Next coin on the list I've got is Landwolf OX33. So this is the original Landwolf on the blockchain. It was released 5 days after Pepe. OX33A ends in FDAE. Currently got a $1.9 million market cap, and it is around an 80x just to get to the leading Landwolf, which is not the original. Now, the only other Landwolfs here that make sense are maybe Landwolf on AVAX, Redwolf Red Chain, although I am not bullish on that one. The only Landwolf I hold currently is Landwolf on ETH. Now, as I'm scrolling down, I do see action. Okay, this is happening real time. I wasn't going to talk about this, but this is a meta that is super risky, super degenerate, but I'm actually going to go into on video. I wasn't planning on doing it, but here you go. So if you stuck around to here, this is some alpha. Now, this is absolutely degenerate, but if you have a look here, so OX49, OX50, OX51, OX52, OX53, OX54. Now, I wasn't going to mention this meta here as I'm just keeping an eye on it, but Pepe on base, I faded it and it ran up so goddamn hard. Now, OX52, that is Pepe on base. Now, there is this narrative that is the base boys club narrative, which is Bird Dog, Fofa, Landwolf, Pepe, Brett, and Andy having sequential numbers at the start of their contract address. They are all wearing blue caps, except for Brett, which I guess this one was maybe based around, but that is the narrative, and Pepe absolutely ripped. So base Pepe went from a market cap of a few hundred K, did 116,000% move. So insane. Now, what other coins are in this meta? Well, first up, and now I'm not telling you to buy these coins, but Bird Dog, the OX49 one, is at a $45,000 market cap. The Fofa is at a $105,000 market cap. The based Landwolf is at a $377,000 market cap. Pepe, the one we just covered, $123 million market cap. Based Andy, $490,000 market cap. These are early, and as you can see, based Andy is just up 106% in a 24-hour period. Based Wolf is up almost 100% in a 24-hour period. Fofa up $100,000 market cap. And Bird Dog, while it did initially pump, retraced to the absolute dregs, but maybe just showing a little bit of signs of life. Anyway, that's just some alpha there for people who stuck around to the end of the video. Super degen, don't recommend investing in all of these, but look, hey, I'm going to chuck a little bit of money in as this narrative I'm seeing in real time starting to take shape. Now back to the Ethereum originals meta. So Wolf, first Wolf, look, there's also first Andy. Now this is another community takeover, not doing enormously well, but look, I've got a little bag. Team is still working pretty hard, and it's a pretty new community takeover. So this is OX748, ends in OCA5, market cap of 169,000. Now I could look at entering again as we come back to this level at 154. But yeah, there is a lot of different Andys out there. Now this is the first one on the blockchain, so I do like that narrative. Little bag, but yeah, at the moment not looking enormously strong. Also, first Brett on Ethereum, usually strong community. Now, if you were looking to buy up here, you're currently getting an 80% discount. So yeah, I think this level, the risk reward is actually back to being worth it for Brett on ETH. So yeah, that is Brett on Ethereum. Also shout out to Boppy the Bat. Just love the community. Absolute legends. I've talked to the dude who's kind of manning the socials, and he's a good dude. So anyway, I like Boppy. I think Boppy is pretty cool. Boppy community shout out. You're always in the comments, and I appreciate you. Anyways, that's really going to wrap it up for the video. I jumped into a meta that I wasn't planning on, but hey, this is crypto. We move at a fast-paced rate, and if you can't adapt and evolve, then you'll be left behind. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, legends. If I've missed any coins that you're super bullish on, make sure you let me know in the comment section. I'll be doing a giveaway in my Discord, so if you want to enter that, all you need to do is chuck a comment on the end of any of my videos. And if I don't catch you in the Discord, I'll catch you in the next one.